I've got a story here for you, especially one for parents of young kids. I mean, question, do you worry about what your little ones are seeing on socials? We're hearing Instagram's not doing enough to protect children, and campaigners say that users could still be exposed to serious risks, even if they use new tools like...
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts. Automatic protections for teens, with built-in limits for who can contact them and the content they can see.
Okay, so teen accounts were introduced last September, but the online safety charity Five Rights Foundation say that kids are still seeing hateful posts. Now, the UK's media regulator is about to publish its children's safety codes in the coming days. I've been catching up with father of three, Soban Bashir, who works in cybersecurity.
So I only allowed the 16-year-old to have social media access, and that was only when he got 16. We did try it at 14, and we just saw some of the groups that he was in and messages he was, conversations rather, that he was involved in just weren't the type that he would want to be involved in consciously. So we said, look, you're not quite old enough to regulate this properly yet to really understand what you're getting into here. So we took it away from him and said, when you're older, you can come back on. But I still use family controls within the app. And for the 12-year-old, for the 12-year-old, it was a very short conversation. He doesn't even have a smartphone, so never mind social media. And the 9-year-old, that's not even a conversation.
but that's a challenge, isn't it? Because sometimes their peers might have a smartphone or have a profile on an app, and it's that fear of missing out, that FOMO, that they want to be on it, and having those difficult conversations with them.
Absolutely, and actually this is all about conversation. I know that the articles come from technical controls, but really it's about conversation and whether the app is even suitable. And when we talk about what is on these apps and what the things that are shown, and they're not right for a child, so someone under 16 whose brain is still developing, who is still working out how to just navigate social situations. It's just not needed for them. So there was never a gap there that was filled by social media, but they forced themselves in there and made it the new way to be social. And it's just, it serves their purposes only, not society's.
And finally, where does the conversation go when it comes to debating the use of social media for young people and conversations with young people, because they can find ways and navigate routes around if there are potential bans or if there are certain legislation which are put in place?
People ask me, as someone who works in technical sales, what have you done for your children? What software do you use? And I use a variety of technical controls, but it's not really about technical controls. It's more about conversation with your child as to why are you trying to keep them safe from this? Why are you saying it's not suitable? That is what will move society away from it, both naturally, the same way society moved away from tobacco, and how, if you walk into a shop now, you don't see tobacco on sale openly. It's all behind a shutter. That type of conversation needs to take place in society. That's what will lead it. And then that will impact in schools. So schools are already, to an extent, some schools do say, you don't need phones on sites. I do think the government should be assisting schools there, rather than leaving it to the schools.
Kids can just produce a burner phone if that's the case.
Of course they can. And then the thing is, we shouldn't stop kids being kids, by the way. But again, everything with understanding, right? Everything with understanding. And then there's less, like, there are children now who smoke, there are children who drink, right? But it's not the norm. And that's where we need to work towards, to stop it being the norm.
Yeah, interesting conversation there with Soban Bashir, who's a father of three. What are your thoughts on that one? 03459 440 445 on that WhatsApp number. If you're a parent and you're trying to navigate that space, I'd love to hear from you. Meta, which owns Instagram, they say that they've built in protections. And like I said, in the next few days, the UK's media regulator are about to publish their own children's safety codes.